Morgan Uber here with the Patriot League Network. Today I have the pleasure to be joined by first-year head coach of the Boston University women's basketball program, Marisa Moseley. Marisa, just a few days away from the start of the women's basketball season, what are the expectations in your first year at the helm of this program?
I think we just want to make sure that our kids are competing in every play, that we are playing extremely hard, and that we're giving effort on every single play. I think, there's a lot of unknowns for me kind of coming in, the league being different than when I was here as a player, but I think we've got hardworking kids who, want to win, and so I'm excited about trying to give them the opportunity to do that.
You mentioned you being here as a student athlete back in 2004, graduating from Boston University. What advantages do you think you've had over the past 6 months, knowing the program, knowing the school, and the expectation?
Yeah, I think just coming back from a geographical standpoint, like being able to get around and not necessarily have to ask people like, where's this building or where's that building? Pretty familiar with the campus. It has changed some in the last 14 years, but the mainstays are still there, dorms and the GSU and all of that. And then as far as the academic expectations, that's been really something that we can always hang our hat on. And from a recruiting standpoint, kids are interested in being in a great city and getting to compete for an awesome university.
What is the biggest difference being here as a student athlete back in 2004 to now that's challenged you over the past 6 months in preparing for the season?
I think being a student athlete and then being on this side of things as a coach, there's a lot more that goes into it. I mean, I learned that as an assistant, but even as a head coach, there's another level, another layer there. As far as the challenges, I think it's just learning what type of student athlete fits the profile here for BU, and then also inheriting a team that you didn't necessarily recruit and trying to make sure that you create those relationships and trust, and so moving forward that they're your players as well.
You spent 9 years as an assistant at UConn, 9 Final Fours, 5 national titles. How are you at finding the balance by taking some of those coaching lessons that you learned from Gino Auriemma and also at the same time making this program your own?
Yeah, I think, just from a culture standpoint, it was deeply rooted there, and so trying to take some of the small lessons about how we approach every single day, how we present when we come to practice, how we are as teammates. Those things I think are key no matter where you go, and obviously we're not playing in the Final Four the last however many years here, but I think as far as the culture and the way that we set things up, I think that's probably most important and what I took away from it.
You come from a very family-oriented team being there, and then also personally, you really value family. What is the most important quality of family that you're trying to create in the culture here at BU?
I think it's probably trust. I think in any great family, people trust each other to be vulnerable when they need to be. Someone can hold you accountable because you trust that they have their, your best interest at heart. And so I think if we keep that at the forefront, I think everything else we can build from that.
Thank you so much, Marisa, for joining me today. Best of luck with the season ahead.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.